after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, 0-0-0.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Check 37, check 37.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Alert. Check. Undercut. Check 4. Gun.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. We're going to 53. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 24. Prescott, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Got it. At the 26-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Seahawks.
Check right 54. Right 54. I got one. Check 3. SOS.
95.
Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Be a long day for you.
36 power. 18.
On third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. They come up in an offset eye.
Check right. Watch the center. Go, kill.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Forbath to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready? Go, guys. 4 down. 4 down.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, that's caught by Hollister. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let's go double count right here, double count. I don't think you got it, son. Hustle. Run left. Got it. Kill. Tighten up. Bang. Bang.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's going to be a long day, offense. Go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. Got it. Here I come again. No.
Wilson going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Good job right there. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch the shot. Big ass. Slam. He's coming. We got double up. Took right.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return will stop right around the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Clear. Rap. Alert 3. Alert 3. Shift.
36. Check. Pressure.
Here's Wilson to throw again. He hits his running back, Procise. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll run with Procise. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Joker. 12.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Alert. Look, guys, slow down. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Push him. 36 power. Push him back. Shift.
49, check 49.
Watch the eye.
Front it.
Check.
Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Elliott running right. Got some real estate inside the 30. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up second down.
So we got man.
Gun.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Mike 54. Mike 54.
40.
Shrink that ball.
36 power.
Check 31.
Tempo.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 1 on the Seahawks 28-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, check.
Cooper's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
Go, get out there.
Prescott on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
One left.
54, Mike, 54. Hey.
Friday.
6 guys.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Bandit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Prescott now. Completes it to Jason Witten. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Under. Hey, kill. 47.
Check 52. 81.
26.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Cowboys 31, Seahawks 6.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
12.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And it's third down.
The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right there. 54, Mike. I got wide. Short. Switch.
Good job right there. Good touch.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All right.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You better talk to your boy. Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
We're going to 53.
I'm coming after you.
We're going to 54. Why in?
Check 43. Under 10.
Hey, kill.
Slam. Orbit.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now it's Lockett. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 27 yards there, a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. A first down throw for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
It's coming this way.
We're going to 54. Why?
Here we go.
Say it.
To the air again, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming, double up.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We own them. We own them.
Hatchet.
Hey. Touch.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check, check. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Whip. Watch the whip. Check nickel.
Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, 0.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this out past the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Short throw to Disley. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Undercut. No pass. Check 4. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 26. Chance.
Go. 40.
Wilson will throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.